Hey YouTube, it's Trey. Yep, I'm still here in the Philippines. Figured I'd make a video because I've been talking to an old friend of mine that I was in Iraq with back in my military days. And, you know, I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, you know what? It's probably a good idea to make a video about this. And so, first things first, I'll give a shout out to Aaron. And because I guess he found me on YouTube and was watching some of my videos and stuff like that. And he was like, I want to come to the Philippines. I want to check things out. And you know what? Can't say I blame him. I mean, I did. So, because I'm here in the Philippines. But with that being said, the question really is why does anybody want to come to the Philippines? I mean, let's just be truthful and honest about it. And sitting there talking to him and stuff like that, he's looking for a change of pace. He told me he wasn't trying to find a woman. He wasn't trying to find a girlfriend or anything like that. He just saw some videos and was watching other people's videos and saw my videos. And he was like, I want to come check it out. And, he wanted to come over here and move here and all that other stuff. And when I talked to him about it, I was like, look, first things first, come over for a visit. Come over for a visit, check it out, see if it's something that you'd like to do. And that's great. If you want to do that. I'll pick you up from the airport. We'll go around. I'll do a couple things with you, let you explore on your own, whatever it is that you want to do. I can help you with that. And besides that, it would be really great to see one of my friends back from my army days that when I was in Iraq. Uh, I haven't seen him since we left Iraq. That was the last time I saw him, and I think that was like 2009. So it was very cool to catch up with him and talk to him. And of course, he asked a lot of questions, and things that I could tell him about was from my experiences here. Yeah, the cost of living is a lot cheaper. Yes, if you watch some of my other videos, you saw my home that I live in. Yeah, it's more. It's very affordable. It's $200-300 a month to live in a nice house. I guess you would say. Um, I would consider it to be middle income lifestyle that I live here, but I live on a very lower end uh, of an income stream type lifestyle. And it's not that I don't have the money, but what I do is, I'm very thrifty with my money. So I spend less on my home, I spend less on food, I spend less on, pretty much everything over here. And I get to live a better lifestyle because of it. Now, obviously, Aaron wants to see those things and he wants to go to the beaches and he wants to check things out. And as I explained to him, hey, not all beaches are great, but there are some beautiful beaches here and nice water and nice sand. There's city living, there's provincial living, things of that nature. You got to come over and experience it. And, he was sitting there thinking about it. And so, well, maybe he'd come over for a couple of weeks. And I flat out told him, I was like, you need to give yourself 3 to 4 weeks if you're really thinking about making a move. And you need to come experience it, explore it, feel it out, right? See if it's right for you. Because the truth is it's not right for everyone. Some people can't get over the slower pace of life here. Some people don't like the food here. Some people, they love it. They love the food, they love the people. And some people just can't stand it. And you know what? That's okay. To each their own. It's not for everybody. But for some people, this is great. And I just happen to be one of those people that I will tell you in general, I enjoy most everything here. Are there things that I dislike or don't like? Sure, of course. But isn't that something that's true for everyone? You know, speaking of which, if you're watching and stuff like that, man, drop a comment. Tell me some of the things that you like or dislike about it. You know, now I don't like their gossiping. That's the drama side of things. I don't like that. But you know what? That is what it is. Are there some other things that I dislike? Yeah, I dislike what they call the skin tax. Um, I was out at a night market and I was with Jenny Lynn, and because I was with her, they actually tried to charge her more because I was uh, white or a foreigner, however you want to term it. Uh, so they wanted to charge her double or triple what everyone else was paying there. I disagree with that. That's just not right. But those things do happen, and they lost the sale because of it. So, I noticed those things, and there's things out there that it's not okay. But when it comes to other things, as I was explaining to Aaron, right? You know, for the most part, it's crazy because for the most part, they're very respectful. They'll call you sir or Poe or something of that nature, which is a sign of respect. They treat you differently. Um, and, and you have those ones that'll say, it's like, yeah, they'll treat you good because they want to get the money out of your pocket. Man, I'll tell you what, show me one place in the entire world that people are not trying to get money out of your pocket. I left the United States and all they did was try to get the money out of my pocket into theirs. I don't care if it was your women. I don't care if it was children. I don't care if it's a store, buying a car, buying a house, whatever the case is. They're all trying to get the money from you into their pocket. That's their whole goal in life. Do you think it's any different anywhere else in the world? No, money makes the world go around. And so that aspect of it, take a deep breath. Stop looking at it in a bad light, in a negative way. Look at it in the aspect, okay, it's costing you less with you being here. It's so that keeps more money so you can do more things or buy more things or live a better lifestyle, live more comfortably. It's not hard, but you got to take a step back, take that deep breath and realize, compare it. Once you realize that those things aren't as big of a deal as you thought they are, just because you feel like they're nickel and diming you for everything, look back at what you just came from if you're from a Western country or any country from that matter, any other place. They're trying to nickel and dime you for everything. And I mean everything. Think about your upgrades at McDonald's, right? Do you want large fries? Do you want medium fries? Do you want small fries? Do you want a medium drink, a large drink, etc.? Just think about it. You go car shopping, right? What do? They're trying to upsell you. Oh, you want this paint protection or do you want this insurance? Your homeowner's insurance. Oh, do you want this or you want that? You want it to be covered? Everything is upsell. Everything is nickel and diming you. It is what it is. It's everywhere. Difference is that, you know what? When I bought my car here, it came with 3 years worth of insurance and 3 years registration and title and everything else. And I don't have to pay nothing else. No upsell, nothing. You know, it's not nickel and diming you in that aspect of things. But either way, things are different everywhere you go, guys. And, explaining this to people is part of when people ask questions. And I asked questions too before I came, and when I was here, I was still asking questions. You got to look at things in a different light and look at it what it is. Here's an example, right? So I moved over here to the province. And you know what? I got a nice house. It's more affordable. I get a lot more for my money. Uh, and at first I was like, this is great. And then it started setting in on me where I was like, no, I don't like this. This is not okay. I wasn't liking the things. I was hearing the chickens. I was hearing the dogs. There was just a lot of things that were just hitting me. And I had to take that deep breath. I had to take a step back. And after time and letting it settle in, you know what? Those chickens that you hear, they kind of fade off into the distance. The dogs fade off to the distance. And then you start realizing that you have a better lifestyle. You have a better life. Are there things that, will drive you crazy or maybe not for you? Yeah, because not everybody can do that. They can't just let those things go. But I did. And once it started to sink in, that it's not so bad here. Now, ultimately, I want to move back to Cebu, uh, that island. Maybe not in the city, but definitely over to that island so I can get to things that are a lot closer. But you have to experience everything. Back to what I was saying with Aaron, you need to spend a little time in the city. You need to go out to the province. You need to go out maybe to Bohol or go over to, Boracay or whatever the place is. You need to get out there and experience things. And I'm over here in Leyte. I told him to come over here and stay at my house for a few days, and I'll take him around and show him what it's like out here. And that's great. But either way, guys, if you're thinking about coming over here, uh, drop that comment. Tell me you're thinking about coming over here. And if you're over here, tell me some of the things that you want to know about or some of your experiences. Let everybody else know. Because the truth is that there are many people that are thinking about coming over here, or there's people that have come over here, or they're maybe in the city or they're in the province and they're thinking about different places. You know, they want to know what you think, and so do I. But either way, I figured I would put this video out there. I want to start these videos up again, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, later, guys.